Mommy. Welcome to Nighty Night Stories. Today, we're going to hear a wonderful bedtime story. Are you ready? Let's get started.
The Lost Kitten and the Magic Bell. In a quiet town nestled between rolling hills and sparkling streams, there lived a curious kitten named Whiskers. Whiskers was a tiny, fluffy kitten with soft, gray fur and the most beautiful blue eyes that twinkled like the stars. He was always wandering off to explore, whether it was chasing butterflies, climbing trees, or sneaking into the neighbor's garden to watch the fish swim in the pond. One sunny morning, Whiskers noticed something shiny glimmering in the bushes near his home. His little heart leaped with excitement. What could that be? He thought, his paws already taking him closer to the source of the sparkle. Nestled among the leaves was a tiny, silver bell with intricate engravings of stars and moons. It was beautiful and seemed almost magical. Whiskers nudged the bell with his nose, and it let out a soft, melodious chime that echoed like a whisper. Suddenly, the world around him shimmered with a faint glow, and he felt a gentle breeze swirl around him, carrying a faint, sweet scent of flowers. The bell was no ordinary bell, it was magical. As Whiskers continued to play with the bell, he realized that every time it rang, something extraordinary happened. The flowers would bloom brighter, the birds would sing sweeter, and even the clouds seemed to dance across the sky. Whiskers couldn't help but feel like the luckiest kitten in the world. But as the day wore on, Whiskers realized he had wandered far from home. The once familiar streets looked strange, and his little paws began to ache. He tried to retrace his steps, but everything seemed different. He was lost. Whiskers sat down under a large oak tree, his eyes filled with worry. He rang the bell softly, hoping it would guide him back. But instead of leading him home, the bell's chime brought forth a gentle, glowing fox. The fox had shimmering orange fur and kind, knowing eyes. "Hello, little one," said the fox in a voice that was warm and gentle. "I see you have found the magic bell. It can show you wonderful things, but it cannot find your way home. However, I can help you." Whiskers looked up at the fox with hopeful eyes. "Will you really help me?" he meowed softly. Of course, the fox smiled. "But first, we must do something in return for the bell's magic. The bell belongs to the Moonlight Garden, a place where all things magical are born. It must be returned there before sundown, or its magic will fade, and you'll never find your way home." Without hesitation, Whiskers agreed. Together, they set off towards the Moonlight Garden. The journey was filled with wonders, flowers that glowed in the dark, streams that sang like gentle lullabies, and trees that whispered secrets of the night. Whiskers felt both amazed and humbled by the magical world hidden so close to his town. Finally, they reached the Moonlight Garden. In the center was a beautiful tree with silvery leaves that sparkled like diamonds under the moonlight. The fox carefully placed the bell on a low-hanging branch, and the tree glowed brighter, its leaves rustling in gratitude. "Thank you, little one," the fox said, nodding at Whiskers. "Now, close your eyes and listen to the bell's song." Whiskers closed his eyes, and as the bell chimed one last time, he felt a warm, gentle breeze lift him off the ground. When he opened his eyes, He was back in his cozy little garden at home. The sun was just beginning to set, and the familiar sounds of his neighborhood surrounded him. Whiskers purred in relief. He looked around, but the bell and the fox were nowhere to be seen. He would never forget his magical adventure or the kind fox who had helped him find his way home. As he curled up in his favorite spot, he knew that sometimes, even the smallest of treasures could lead to the grandest of adventures. And with a heart full of gratitude, Whiskers closed his eyes, dreaming of the Moonlight Garden and its magical bell. It looks like our little one has already drifted off to dreamland. May your dreams be filled with joy and adventure.